There you go. Left. Pick that up. Good, Al. There you go.
I mean, going to the hospital, I actually passed by the remnants of the accident scene. And I remember passing by thinking, I hope that doesn't have anything to do with Al. The paramedics said that he actually had died at the scene of the crash, and they were able to revive him.
We miss him coming through the doors on the weekend. They said he wouldn't be able to move. It was like he was going to be a vegetable. It was almost saying, you guys need to make a decision whether or not you're going to take him off the machine. And we said no. No.
Albert is now a 21-year-old young man who had a serious car accident, broke his neck, a high cervical spine injury made him quadriplegic instantaneously. And if not for Ranken Jordan, I don't think there would have been a good option for Albert, and I don't think he would be here today. And I think he would probably tell you that.
If it wasn't for Dr. Holekamp going in to that facility that day and meeting Albert, that he wouldn't be where he is today.
I knew that there was a chance that we could help him at least gain some independence and some functional gains. While he was in the hospital, his grandmother passed away, and his father couldn't bring himself to tell Albert that this has happened. They were very close.
My mom, Al, and I lived together. We were very close. Yeah, they'd been very close since he was born. He looked me in the eye and he said, Dad, how's Granny doing? And so without any hesitation, because this was the time to tell him, I just said, Al, I said, Granny slipped away a couple months ago. It's been a terrible burden to bear not to be able to tell you. I said, but I did it because I didn't want you to go backwards. And I remember I said to him, I think that I can start healing now. And his response was that, well, we'll heal together.
Telling me that my grandmother had passed was a turning point, not only for my recovery, but for my mental clarity. Because I was always worried, I would always wonder, well, how is she doing? More than I worried about myself. Her raising me made me the person who I am. So if I was to give up or stop trying, I think it would dishonor her memory.
Dr. Evra was the one who recognized right away that he had an incomplete spinal cord injury. That makes all the difference. He has sensation, he has muscle strength in his legs and his arms and his hands. It's the difference between lying in bed, staring at the ceiling for the rest of your life, and being a part of the community, being a part of his family, being back in his life again. It wasn't enough to fix his broken neck. It wasn't enough to give him medicines to control his spasms. It wasn't enough to have him on the ventilator so that he could breathe. We were able to look at the whole patient, the whole person, and address his medical needs, his rehab needs, his therapy needs, his psychological needs, his nutritional needs, and bring that together in a way that gave him a chance to really get better.
And then we get this information about Ranken Jordan, this wonderful place with these wonderful doctors and nurses. And it's just a miracle. My son is a miracle child. He is.
We have made a commitment at Ranken Jordan to be the best pediatric rehabilitation center in the Midwest. And we have 2 outstanding physiatrists. And if it wasn't for Dr. Evra being able to catch what so many had missed, Albert would have been deemed unrehabable probably forever. I think Albert is really an icon at Ranken Jordan to show that we don't give up hope, that we continue to stimulate these kids, that we continue to try to make them as functional as they can possibly be.
I would say that as much as Ranken Jordan and the staff here and the doctors have done for Albert, Albert's done every bit as much, if not more, for us. He's motivated us. He is our biggest cheerleader. He has inspired other patients to do better. He wants to be a motivational speaker. He wants to be an advocate for other children, for other patients, for other people with disabilities or limitations.
I did physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. I also have aquatic therapy. So those things help me along. And also, since I've regained more function, I'm able to use a phone, or I'm more able to use it in the future.
Being able to communicate when they said he wouldn't be able to. And Ranken Jordan made that possible.
It really helped me have a more positive mental attitude and have a more, even more optimistic view of my recovery. My first day, even though with all the excitement, I had to concentrate very hard. And I was able to do 2 laps around the whole building. Walking in the right gait, it's really helping me support my weight. It's really helping my mind and muscle memory. So I can remember to shift my weight. And I can train my body to move my legs one at a time.
Gotcha. That's it. Left. Pull it through. Good. There you go. Left. Pick that up. Good, Al. There you go. That's it. Good, Al. Woo, we're flying.
I've already done so many things with the help of the staff here at Ranken Jordan that no one would think possible.
He showed a willingness to fight to survive from the very beginning.
They would never have believed that he's doing all the things he's doing now.
I remember my first time when I was in the swimming pool here at Ranken. It was amazing. At first I was a little nervous, but I was more at ease. And to be able to move my legs and bear my own weight, I was happy, I was elated. My whole experience here has helped me learn patience, and it's really helped me to not only be more positive, but to be more engaged and reach out to other people.
Because we had no hope before he came here. He had no hope. None.
Ranken Jordan really gave me a chance at life. Without Ranken Jordan, honestly, I'd probably be in the ground. It gave me hope in a hopeless situation.